Here. Heben.
Here.
Reynolds.
Here.
Move to excuse Mr. Oberdorf.
Second.
All those in favor of excusing Mr. Oberdorf, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Is there a motion to approve the minutes for the July 8th, 2024 regular council meeting?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor of approving the minutes for July the 8th, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Abstain.
Is there a motion to approve the agenda for the August 5th, 2024 regular city council meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of approving the agenda for August the 5th, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay, we have a couple presentations this evening. The first one is Chief Todd Kitzler.
Thanks, Mayor. This is our time that we can recognize the youth in our community that caught the big fish this year. I love this Cops and Bobbers program for two reasons. The first and most important is the relationships and the rapport that we build with these kids that live here in Rossford and some that don't live in Rossford. But it gives our officers a chance to positively interact with the kids, and it's a lot of fun. The second reason I love it so much is Bassmaster Association has now upped my status to a professional angler. I actually get paid to fish, so that's where the whole thing comes in. So what we did this year, we always give the Big Fish Award out, and this year's Jacob Stuchel. Come on up, Jacob. So we didn't do as good this year as we did in the previous year. It got hot a little sooner this year, which kind of slowed the fishing down. But Jacob landed this carp. It was 5.1 pounds, and that was the big fish. So we got him a nice award here. It's actually got a carp on it with your name, the weight, and $100 Bass Pro gift card. So you can go on a little shop. Want to get a picture?
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job.
See Grant in there too.
Yeah.
Todd, are you going to smile?
Yeah.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Good job, guys.
All right.
Congrats, buddy.
You're more than welcome to stay, but we got a long one tonight, and making him sit through that would be like probably cruel and unusual.
We're going to exit then.
Thank you so much. Great job.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Okay, Waste Management. How you doing, Vince?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having us. That's a hard act to follow, but we appreciate being here. Tonight, I'm here myself, Vince Crawford, and TJ Hunt, our district manager that runs the hauling site, is here with me in case we have questions that I'm not able to answer. But we just appreciate the opportunity to stand in front of you again this year and have the opportunity to renew our final year of the contract and continue servicing the residents of Rossford. So I just thought I'd give you a couple little updates of things that are going on in waste management, at the corporate level and then obviously here locally as well. So, waste management, we are continuing to move forward with our strategic push into sustainability. More and more of the things that we're looking at doing are about sustainability. So we want to continue to push that recycling effort. We're investing, by the end of 2026, our investments into the recycling infrastructure. So that means new plants, upgrades, or maybe even transfer stations. Our goal, or our capital outlay, is $1 billion. So, that's a huge change from where we were just about 5, 6 years ago, 2018, 2019, we didn't think that recycling was actually going to survive in America anymore. It was that bad. So we've really seen a lot of great things come along, and a lot of that has to do with the ingenuity of the new plant. So our new plant in Cleveland is online now. It's been online for about 7 months, $35 million investment. Our old plant that was in Akron, we needed 30 people per shift, and we ran 2 shifts a day to run that plant. The new plant runs with 6 people. So, that's a huge improvement in technology, and I need to back that up. When I say people, that's people just picking stuff. That's low-paying jobs, just picking the trash out of the recycling product. Now we have double the amount of mechanics and technicians and computer people to make that big plant run. So, we're having better jobs, and the plant itself is doing a better job capturing an additional 10% of recyclables that go through there compared to the old facility. And the old facility is state-of-the-art compared to most that are still around. And now we are moving forward in Detroit to build another one. So we'll have 2 hubs of which we'll be able to send our material from Toledo either to Cleveland or to Detroit to recycle those products. The other cool things that we've done in the world of sustainability is the Phoenix Open, which is a big golf tournament that ends on Super Bowl Sunday. We're the main sponsor of that. Waste Management doesn't run that. We just sponsor it. There's a group that runs it. But with our partnership, that whole goal of that program is to donate money back to the community, but also Waste Management side is to make that a zero waste event. So everything that goes on at that event is recycled. So it is the world's largest athletic or sporting event, rather, largest sporting event in the world that is a zero waste event. We've just been named the Major League Baseball Sustainability Partner. So that doesn't mean that we're in every stadium picking up their trash or the recycling, but we are the consultants for all of Major League Baseball. And so that will help our partnership with those different organizations to upgrade their recycling efforts. And just this last month, we were awarded the Cleveland Cavs the contract to provide all the service at that arena. Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse is called. And their goal is to be the first fully sustainable NBA team. So we have a lot of great partnerships because we have a lot of great people in the company that are moving us in that direction. On the local side, we have 554 residents in Rossford that are currently signed up for recycling. Last year, we collected 132 tons of recyclable products. We have 551 customers that are also recycling their yard waste. Now that calculation is in cubic yards, but we collected about 1,200 cubic yards of yard waste last year that goes to the composting facility. And we have the 2,200 homes essentially that we pick up every week for the trash side. And that was about 2,300 tons of solid waste that we picked up. Our site is fully staffed right now. We've done a good job with our People First initiative. We want to make sure that we have good jobs, that we're retaining our drivers, and that we're also offering them good benefits. One of our key benefits that we really like to tout now is this college education piece. So whether you're an employee of Waste Management, a spouse, or a child, you have the ability to get a 4-year degree. Now it's an online degree, but it's fully accredited. I know I have not done what I should have taken advantage of, but I know some of my colleagues have gone on and got their master's degree through it, through an accredited university. So it's a great program to offer that to not only our employees, but also to their spouses and children. And I know the site last year, we participated in the Labor Day parade and the Halloween parade. Is that correct? Yep. And I know we're looking forward to doing that again. And so that's all. I don't want to take up any more of your time because you said you had a big agenda, but happy to answer any questions you might have. And obviously, if I can't, TJ would be happy to help out.
Any comments or questions?
Just have to say, it's very impressive.
Well, thank you.
You guys are doing great.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Vince.
All right. Thank you very much.
Committee reports, I don't see any, is that correct?
I don't have any.
Okay. Report of the Mayor and Administrator, Allison.
Thank you, Mayor. The first item I have tonight is the Rossford Baseball Club would like to close the parking lane in front of the Methodist Church, and we need council approval to do so. There's the map of what they'd like to close. It's similar to when we closed for Stroll the Street. And they would like to do that for their event this Saturday, the 10th of August.
Motion?
I'll make a motion to approve that.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor of approving the motion to allow the Rossford Baseball Club to close the parking in front of the Methodist Church, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you. The next item I have is an update on the tree lawns for Windsor. So the contractor is currently installing for the first time premium topsoil. We usually use the basic topsoil on the projects. This time they're premium topsoil that are gonna go on the tree lawns for Windsor. And then they'll do the seeding. And what we are asking our residents on Windsor to do is to weed as soon as they see any germination or growth, then to go out and weed, and then to also water. Now, the contractor will do 20,000 gallons worth of water on that street. They'll water until that water's gone, as that's part of the contract. But we need everybody to pick up and water their own lawn after the fact if you want to have a nice lush green lawn. We did invest in the premium topsoil, so we should have a better outcome, but you do need to weed the weeds. When it first comes in, that's the key time to get the weeds. If you look over on Hillview, when we did it a couple years ago, we used the same topsoil in everybody's tree lawn, and the people that went out there and they did the weeding right away and they continued to water after we did, they had the better results. So we did invest in a better product, but we do need the residents' assistance in keeping that going. The next item I have tonight is, now that Windsor's just about done, we're going to have the open house for Jennings. So if you live on Jennings or you have concerns about the Jennings Road project, the open house will take place on Tuesday, August the 13th, from 4:30 to 6. And this is not like a sit-down and we're gonna give a presentation. It's between 4:30 and 6. We will have the engineering firm in there that designed it, representatives from the contractor. So you can come in, they'll have large blueprints that will show each individual address, so the property owners can come in and ask any questions they might have with regards to how that project will affect their property. So again, that's an open house. It'll be at the Annex at 229 Eagle Point, and it's Tuesday, August 13th, from 4:30 to 6.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It is not Riverside and Hillcrest at this time, know that. But everybody's welcome to come if you have concerns, for sure. And then the final item that I have tonight is, we've gotten lots of questions from people about paving, road paving, road paving. When are they gonna do, what are you guys doing? When are they gonna do our road and things like that? So this was, I think back in 2015, I believe, or 16, I wasn't here at the time. The city council paid to have a evaluation done by Mannequin Smith. They went and walked every single road in Rossford, and then they ranked them and evaluated them. So they did that, and then nothing was happening with it. So when Todd Audette and I got here in 2020, we put the list together, how it was ranked, and we put a list for a 5-year plan, which there's actually 6 years on here so everybody can see where we're at. So in 2020, we did the Colony and South Colony, and they were complete road reconstructions. And when we do a complete road reconstruction, that means we're gonna tear it all the way out 4 feet deep, and we're gonna replace the water lines, the sewer lines, the stormwater, the lines and the catch basins. We're gonna put in sidewalks and curbs and gutters and brand new pavement. It's a huge, dirty job, and anybody that lives on Windsor can tell you that, but at the end of it, it really looks nice. So in 2020, the Colony and South Colony were complete reconstructions. Then Eagle Point and Vineyard and Gross and Lime City from the railroad tracks to State Route 65, those were pavement maintenance. We can't pay millions of dollars for all these roads to be completely reconstructed every year. So we do pavement maintenance, which is where we mill down and then we put it back, and it's a nice, beautiful new road, so you don't have the bumps and the potholes and everything like that. Pavement maintenance is a very important part of your overall road project. And then in between complete reconstruction and pavement maintenance is drainage improvements and pavement maintenance. So you can see in 2022, we did Helen, Eleanor, Central Avenue, and Hillview, and they had some issues with drainage. So when we milled it down, we fixed the drainage structures, improved those, and then we put the nice new pavement back. That's kind of in between a complete reconstruction and just the regular pavement maintenance. So you can see in 2021, we did Hawthorne and Wales, which was pavement maintenance. In 2022, we did Helen, Eleanor, Central, Hillview. Those were drainage improvements and pavement maintenance. And then we did Lime City. 2023, Windsor Drive began, East Elm Tree Road was done as pavement maintenance, and Dimeling Road out in the crossroads was a complete reconstruction. In 2024, we're going to finish Windsor Road. We're going to begin Jennings. Jennings is a complete reconstruction. We did Glenwood Road as pavement maintenance. Bass Pro is going to be done as pavement maintenance. Hoffman, between Jennings and Windsor, was a complete reconstruction. And then East Elm Tree, Rosedale, Island View, Rossway, Maybar, Schreier, and Bergen. There's an ordinance on tonight that will give us the opportunity to perform pavement maintenance on those streets yet this year, because Northwest Water and Sewer is going to be going in and having them torn up, and they'll be doing some repairs and some improvements on their water lines. And the reason that we would want to partner with Northwest Water and Sewer and do this pavement maintenance at the same time is because if we don't partner with them, there's going to be a trench down the middle of those roads, and then there'll be the little trenches into everyone. We're familiar with it on Hannum. I think you can see that. I know if you drive down Schreier, you can see the trench right down the middle of the road. If we partner with them for the ordinance tonight, then we'll be able to pay less than $400,000 and have new pavement on those roads. So that's an opportunity for council to make that decision tonight. And then in 2025, next year, Maryland Drive will be done. It's going to be done as a drainage improvement and pavement maintenance. And then Hillcrest, Riverside, and Hoffman, between Windsor Drive and Hannum, they will be completely reconstructed. And then Rinker is going to be done as pavement maintenance. So at any time, if anybody has any questions, the citizens, anybody, please call uptown and we'll be happy to walk you through this and what the differences are and how much it is and what to expect.
Go ahead.
And we're currently working on the next 5-year plan.
Yes, right now, if you see somebody out walking around the streets, that's what they're doing right now, is they are evaluating all of the streets in Rossford. They will rank them. It doesn't have anything to do with us. They evaluate them. It's an outside third-party company. They rank them for us, and then we just put them in the slots that line up with the money. Because we can't, when you do a reconstruction, it's several $1 millions. Windsor was $2.8 million, almost $3 million. We can't do one of those all the time. Every road can't be a complete reconstruction every single year. We have to mix it in and do the pavement maintenance and the drainage improvements with the pavement maintenance to have an overall road program, which I think we haven't had prior in Rossford. So we're building that road program so that we have it and the roads are maintained into the future.
Great job, Allison.
Questions? Thank you.
All right. This Friday, the Rossford Athletic Boosters are having a tailgate and cookout at 5 o'clock before the scrimmage. So I hope all of you can attend. Mr. Watchell, is there any correspondence?
Couple of pieces, Mayor. The first is a email that Chief Kitzler received. Dear Chief Kitzler, I would like to acknowledge our appreciation of 2 Rossford policemen that we recently encountered. Detective G. Perez and Officer T. Nagy entered our home to assist my wife with the fraud issue. Both of your employees were professional, courteous, respectful, and friendly. Even though the fraud issue was alarming to us, we had the opportunity to meet and be served by these officers. We have lived in Rossford for over 30 years, and my encounters with members of the department have generally been hand waves as they drive through our neighborhood or while I am walking in our community. Both men well represented your department and our community. Sincerely, Thomas Calcamugio, Island View Avenue.
Good job, Tom.
The other one is a request. I just need to know if council has an objection from, and I don't know what TOCA stands for, Training Centers, Rossford LLC, doing business as TOCA, TOCA Toledo, South Compass Drive and Dome. They are requesting a new D1 permit. It's one of the soccer domes, I think, which gives them beer only on premises consumption or in original sealed containers for carryout until 1 a.m.
That's Total Sports
Mm-hmm.
behind Meyer. Do you need a motion to approve
Nope,
that?
I just- as long as you don't object. And then the last thing was, the last meeting, I asked if council had any prospective candidates that they wanted to submit a name to the Northwest Water and Sewer District Board, because these are due by the 8th. I haven't heard from anybody, so. That's all, Mayor.
All right, introduction of ordinances. Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-48?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-48 is an ordinance amending supplemental number 12, the annual appropriation measure for the year beginning January 1, 2024, and ending December 31, 2024, passed by ordinance 2023-73.
Chris?
So there are two items that we are adding to the budget tonight. The first item is funding for the Convention and Visitors Bureau. I'm looking for funding to increase their purchase order for our third quarter payment. And just so council's aware, this is tax revenue from our hotel and motels, so nothing's coming from the general fund or anything like that. And then the second item is funding for the portable restrooms out at the marina. That purchase order could use about $10,000. That's about it. Happy to answer any questions.
Motion?
Suspension of the second and third readings?
Second.
Does anyone in the audience have a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption?
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt 2024-48. Eckel?
Aye.
Tinney?
Aye.
Owen?
Aye.
Heben?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Toth.
Aye.
Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-49 by title only?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-49 is an ordinance accepting the fifth-year option from the waste management contract from 2020 for solid waste and recycling collection and declaring an emergency.
Motion?
Move to suspend with the second and third reading.
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption. Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt ordinance 2024-49. Owen?
Aye.
Heben?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Toth?
Aye.
Eckel?
Aye.
Tinney?
Aye.
Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-50 by title only?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-50 is an ordinance authorizing the purchase of a 2025 HB 3500 Silverado truck with snow plowing accessories for the Public Works Department and declaring an emergency.
Can you give a little background?
Tyler has needed a new truck in the Public Works Department for several years, and it always seems to get cut when we do the final end-of-the-year budget. So this would be the replacement to his current pickup truck that he drives, which is rusted and in need of replacement.
Move suspension of the second and third readings?
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move to adopt.
Second.
Sorry, is there a timing issue here, Chief Kitzler? Otherwise, it takes 30 days. Do you need this passed?
Tyler.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tyler.
So used to buying cars for Chief Kids.
Tyler, give me your
Just have
truck. Does it need to be done within 30 days?
Move. Move to declare an emergency.
Second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All those in favor of declaring an emergency, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption.
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt 2024-50. Owen?
Aye.
Heben?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Toth?
Aye.
Eckel?
Aye.
Tenney?
Aye.
Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-51 by title only?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-51 is an ordinance authorizing Amendment 2 to the agreement with Colliers for the purpose of engineering services for the design of Buck Road, Glenwood Road Roundabout, ODOT PID 117851, and declaring an emergency.
Allison?
So this is the project at Buck and Glenwood. The roundabout is going in there, and because we are putting the roundabout in there, there has been so much interest in both of those corners. We're getting a new giant gas station on one corner, the existing gas station is getting bigger and better. And so zoning, Mark Zukowski said we should probably get with them and let them know what kind of sidewalk needs to go in there, because they're building them right away, whereas the roundabout improvement will not come in until 2026. So they're gonna design the sidewalks and what kind of sidewalks have to be done as part of our project, but then the cost for those sidewalks to be built will be put on both of those developers.
Okay.
Move suspension of the second and third readings.
Second.
Anyone in the audience have a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move to declare an emergency.
Second.
All those in favor of declaring an emergency, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption.
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt 2024-51. Eckel?
Aye.
Tenney?
Aye.
Owen?
Aye.
Heben?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Toth?
Aye.
Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-52 by title only?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-52 is an ordinance certifying to the county auditor an assessment and lien upon certain property in the city of Rossford pursuant to Rossford Municipal Code Section 1327.07 and declaring an emergency.
Allison?
One time a year, the city of Rossford has the opportunity to send to the county auditor the assessments for if you did not maintain your property, the nuisance abatements. We bill you. We will, if you do not abate the nuisance, the city will abate it for you, and that amount is then placed on your taxes. They can do that the second Monday of each September, so we would need to have it read tonight, and then we'd need to pass it at the next council meeting on September the 9th.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Motion to suspend second and third readings?
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Motion to declare an emergency for ordinance 2024-52?
Second.
All those in favor of declaring an emergency, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption?
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt 2024-52. Owen?
Aye.
Heben?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Toth?
Aye.
Eckel?
Aye.
Tenney?
Aye.
Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-53 by title only?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-53 is an ordinance under Section 727.25 Ohio Revised Code, assessing upon the lots and lands within the city of Rossford to pay the expense of lighting the streets, alleyways, and other public places in said city and furnishing electrical energy, therefore directing the clerk to certify said assessment to the county auditor to be placed upon the tax duplicate and declaring an emergency.
Allison?
This is the annual streetlight assessment. We do this every year at the same time so that we can send it down to the county.
Move to suspend with the second and third reading.
Second.
Anyone in the audience have a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
Motion to declare an emergency.
Hold it.
Oh, sorry.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Motion to declare an emergency.
Second.
All those in favor of declaring an emergency, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption.
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt ordinance 2024-53. Heben.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Toth.
Aye.
Eckel.
Aye.
Tinney.
Aye.
Owen.
Aye.
Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-54 by title only?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-54 is an ordinance authorizing a change order and amending the contract with Tetra Tech on the annual paving and roadway design project and declaring an emergency.
Allison?
The original contract from Tetra Tech had Windsor and the improvements for Hoffman, the large catch basin that was going down in the street, included in the Hoffman project. We had to split it out for the POs, so this is just for auditing purposes. There's no additional money. The $131,699.50 comes out of what we have a PO for Windsor and goes into Hoffman. It's a wash. It's just for auditing purposes so that we make sure we've done it correctly.
Move to suspend with the second and third reading.
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move to declare ordinance 2024-54 an emergency measure.
Second.
All those in favor of declaring an emergency, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption.
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt 2024-54. Heben.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Toth.
Aye.
Eckel.
Aye.
Tinney.
Aye.
Owen.
Aye.
Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-55 by title only?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-55 is an ordinance authorizing, approving request to change authorization and amending the contract with Tetra Tech on the annual paving and roadway design project and declaring an emergency.
Allison?
When we originally went into this contract with the construction inspector for Windsor Drive, we thought he could be out there 10 to 15 hours a week. And when the project actually occurred, we found that it was 40-plus hours that he was needed. So this would be in addition to the contract for that inspector to be out there all the time.
Okay. Any comments or questions?
Motion to suspend with the second and third reading.
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Motion to declare ordinance 2024-55 an emergency.
Second.
All those in favor of declaring an emergency, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption.
Second.
All those in favor of adopting ordinance number 2024-55, Heben.
Aye.
Owen.
Aye.
Tinney.
Aye.
Eckel.
Aye.
Toth.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-56 by title only?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-56 is an ordinance authorizing the administration to execute an agreement with Northwestern Water and Sewer District to provide for the paving of the roadway on Rosedale, Island View, Rossway, Maybar, Schreier, Bergen, and East Elm Tree, and declaring an emergency.
Allison?
This is what I spoke about just when I went over the 5-year plan. This would give us the opportunity to go in there and do the paving at a fraction of the cost because the other half of the paving would be paid for by Northwest Water and Sewer on these streets.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Move to suspend with the second and third reading.
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Motion to declare an emergency for ordinance 2024-56.
Second.
All those in favor of declaring an emergency, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption.
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt 2024-56. Reynolds?
Aye.
Toth?
Aye.
Eckel?
Aye.
Tinney?
Aye.
Owen?
Aye.
Heben?
Aye.
Okay, introduction of resolutions. Is there a motion to read Resolution 2024-16 by title
So
only?
moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And I will lose my voice by the time I read these next three. 2024-16 is a resolution to proceed and declaring the necessity of a renewal levy in excess of the 10 mil limitation pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 5705.19I for the purpose of payment of permanent, part-time, or volunteer firefighter, EMS, administrative personnel to operate a fire department and declaring an emergency.
Allison?
This is the notice to proceed. This is council giving us the authorization to put this on the ballot, and we will do that tomorrow. Kevin, is there anything else?
Nope, it's the last step.
Motion to suspend with the second and third reading.
Second.
Does anyone in the audience have a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Motion to declare Resolution 2024-16 an emergency.
Second.
All those in favor of declaring an emergency, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption.
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt 2024-16. Heben?
Aye.
Owen?
Aye.
Tinney?
Aye.
Eckel?
Aye.
Toth?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Is there a motion to read Resolution 2024-17 by title only?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-17 is a resolution to proceed in declaring the necessity of a renewal levy in excess of the 10 mil limitation pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 5705.19I for the purpose of providing and maintaining fire equipment, apparatus, appliances, buildings, or sites thereof, and declaring an emergency.
Allison?
This is the second fire levy, which is the same as it currently is. We have two separate levies currently for fire. You just approved with 16, the 1 mil. This is the 2.8 mil. So this is the notice to proceed. The council is giving us the permission to put this on the ballot.
Move suspension of the second and third readings.
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move to declare an emergency.
Second.
All those in favor of declaring an emergency, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption.
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt 2024-17. Eckel?
Aye.
Tinney?
Aye.
Owen?
Aye.
Eben?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Toth?
Aye.
Is there a motion to read Resolution 2024-18 by title only?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-18 is a resolution to proceed in declaring the necessity of a renewal levy in excess of the 10 mil limitation pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, Section 5705.19H, for the purpose of parks and recreation and declaring an emergency.
Allison?
This is the same notice to proceed for the rec levy, so it'll be exactly the same as it exists today. This is just to get it on the ballot. So this is you guys giving the permission for this to go on the ballot.
Move suspension of the second and third readings.
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move to declare an emergency.
Second.
All those in favor of declaring an emergency, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Adoption.
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt 2024-18. Owen?
Aye.
Tinney?
Aye.
Eckel?
Aye.
Toth?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Heben?
Aye.
Is there a motion to read Resolution 2024-19 by title only?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-19 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to prepare and submit an application to participate in the Ohio Public Works Commission state capital improvement programs and to execute contracts as required.
Allison?
This is the OPWC grant. We put in for it last year and got about $400,000 to do the work on Long-Legged Bridge that will happen next summer. So we'd like to put in again this year.
Move suspension of the second and third readings.
Second.
Is there anybody in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption.
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt 2024-19. Eckel?
Aye.
Tinney?
Aye.
Owen?
Aye.
Heben?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Toth?
Aye.
Is there a motion to read Resolution 2024-20 by title only?
So
So
moved.
moved. Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-20 is a resolution to restate the City of Rossford existing pickup plan for eligible employees that participate in the Ohio Police and Fire Pension Fund and declare an emergency.
Chris? Or Allison?
This is in order to allow full-time firefighters to participate in OPNF because we had all part-time firefighters and they do not have the opportunity to enroll in OPNF, Ohio Police and Fire Pension. So the full-time firefighters, we need this in order to allow them to do so.
Go ahead, Chris.
Move to,
Second and third reading.
second.
Chris, you're the second?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move to declare Resolution 2024-20 an emergency.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor of declaring an emergency, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption.
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt 2024-20. Heben?
Aye.
Owen?
Aye.
Tinney?
Aye.
Eckel?
Aye.
Toth?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Okay, council remarks. Councilman Toth.
I've got nothing.
Councilwoman Eckel.
I'll make up for his time. Just wanted to make a note that we've changed the Public Works meeting from this Wednesday to next Wednesday. Also, since we moved this meeting up a week to get all the legislation done for the levy submittal date, I'd like to, do we need to suspend for the next two meetings? Is this a special meeting, or we just,
This is the regular
This
schedule.
is regular.
Second.
Okay, so I'd like to make a motion to suspend with the second meeting in August.
Second.
Vote, all those in favor of the motion to suspend the second August meeting, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Also, Riverfest is coming up, which is a great time, so don't forget to show up and come early, because there'll be a dunking booth for lots of fundraising opportunities, so make sure you show up for that. And we got these invitations to the Habitat for Humanity Project Blessing. I don't know if anyone can make it, but I highly recommend it, because it's really cool.
It's very moving.
It is. That's a great way to put it. It's
Yeah.
very moving. It's a really good experience. So if you have time to be there, you will definitely enjoy it. And finally, thanks Allison for the pavement presentation. I think we all get those questions, so and the color coding helps, because it can be confusing as to
Yes,
what's
it's very
what.
confusing.
Yeah, yeah. And so, yeah, in a couple months, we'll do it all again, right? That's all. Thank you.
Okay, Councilwoman Tinney.
Nothing.
Councilman Owens.
Kudos to Chief and the Police Department and with Cops and Bobbers. I know that all the kids, my kids included, enjoy that. And big kudos to young Jacob with the big fish win. So I know how that feels when you're a little kid and you pull something out like that. So
You've caught a fish before?
they're little usually, but I have seen other people do it. So that's it.
All right, Councilman Even.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Councilwoman Reynolds.
I just have to say thank you to the Rec Center for putting on a fantastic summer camp program. We've been following along on Facebook, but our kiddo attends and he loves it. This is the second year he's gone, and so I've just been very impressed with their program.
Okay, audience remarks. Okay, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Go ahead, Sean.
Sean Bainey, 179 Elm Street. I just want to commend I think it's Convention and Visitors Bureau and the Public Works Department and everybody involved in Stroll the Streets. That's an awesome event that we have every week in town. The concern that I have is I noticed the other day that Public Works puts out the traffic cones for traffic control, and they put signs up in the intersection of Dixie Highway and Elm Street reminding the drivers that it is state law to stop for pedestrians in the crosswalks. I use that crosswalk the other 6 days of the week, and the majority of the drivers do not pay any attention to the flashing lights. There's been several times where my wife and I have almost been hit by a car and then get yelled at for being in the street. So I would ask for the city to put up permanent signs reminding the drivers that it's state law to stop for pedestrians in the crosswalks.
There is a project going on where those beacons are getting changed to
We're
improve
installing
that.
2 pedestrian hybrid beacons that will have red lights in the middle, so they're more noticeable for cars, and it will be at both locations where the crosswalks are now. So those have been shown to be way more effective and safer.
The current ones are not effective.
We'll
I know that.
beef up enforcement also until that's done.
Thanks, sir.
All right, no problem. Anyone else? Okay, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Are we just out of fishing, or?
That is crazy.